Okay,
Yay, new
hello.
session.
Yeah, new session. We are going to get. I know Mel and Watuki have their inspiration points. Zach does not want to do it. I know that much, so we will not
Uh,
ask.
and I am missing an inspiration point as well.
Sorry, what was that, Dav?
I am missing an inspiration point.
You don't have one. Okay, so Dav is going to get to do the recap today.
Yay! Let's see if I can do a proper recap here. Also, for the recording's sake, FYI, our lovely GM here did make a whole new stage and everything, and lost all of it.
It's dead. It's dead. We're. I
It
have
done go
stopped
crashies.
crying about it. I stopped crying about it yesterday.
It's dead, Jim.
I will continue to not cry about it today.
And we got so far in making that statue look so nice.
I mean, yeah, like that's the worst part is even that's gone at this point. So, I mean, granted,
Good
that was it.
riddance.
I mean, granted, you'd at least finished the statue part of it, and you were moving on to the next
Yeah.
area. Was the next thing you were doing, and that's what crashed it.
Okay.
So,
Well, let's see if I can do a full recap for folks.
sure.
Just as well you have the current stage because this is where the last session did start, at least. So, our party had all gathered together for rest in the bunks within the Starfall Keep. Our uh, wonderful heroes here decided to take a long rest, during which, uh, when everyone was done their rest, uh, Watuki's character, Finula, offered to help Susan with her big chest. This is the last time we're going to get his jab out of that joke. Uh, Finula used her newly acquired knock spell to undo the lock. All the dwarves were standing in the room just watching with a smirk on their face as Susan opened the chest to find it was full of just lead bars, much to her annoyance. She took it in grace and just gave the chest away to the dwarves and just like was done with that. Uh, there was a bunch of conversation with the, at least as far as we're concerned, lead dwarf, explaining the situation, and we all came to the conclusion that if we were to bugger off to the surface, the problem is going to come to us anyways, because there is a big angry dragon deep underground, and if that dragon was to escape, they're going to wreak havoc on the surface world. So if we don't deal with it now, it's going to come and bite us in the ass quite literally later. So we all went and were looked over the map that we acquired from upstairs. Showed it to the dwarves. The dwarves explained it to us in detail so that we knew where we were going. Uh, our wonderful dragonborn Vulcan finished attuning to his best friend Macy, only to discover that the mace is connected to the dwarven god. I forget the dwarven god's name, but our dragonborn that hates gods is now bound to a dwarven god that will not shut up and keeps trying to force him to go on this valiant quest. And we're surrounded by dwarves who are all envious of Vulcan, and basically have told him that this is like he's the missionary of their god and has to do like has to save the world. And Vulcan is quite pissed. He has this wonderful trinket that he now can't get rid of. Um, we all were given information to go downstairs using a hidden staircase. We snuck down to the lower level and we're told that basically what we're looking for is there is a really giant foundry in which the dragon is caught inside of a cave behind, and the dragon is getting their minions to basically try to cause the foundry to explode so that the dragon can escape from its confines. And we're supposed to try to go down there and stop the explodings from happening. On our way down, we found that there was a fairly large dwarven village down there burned to the ground. We put out some of the fires, as well as we discovered a giant statue of the dwarven god that Vulcan's mace is linked to. The dwarf
Moradin.
Moradin, thank you. Warden asked us to clean off his statue that was desecrated by graffiti from the orcs and goblins. So Susan, being the only one with prestidigitation, went up and cleaned the whole statue off, in which the moment the statue was completely cleaned, it shined brightly and lifted away a lot of the smog and smoke and nastiness, so we could breathe easier and see clearly.
And it gave
And
you a +1 ability score for the rest of the day.
right, forgot about that. Yep, so we also got the bonus point for the rest of the day. And we got distracted because we found another goose and decided to all obsess over it for way too long. And then we obsessed over trying to put out some of the fires for a little bit too long, almost forgetting that maybe we should move on and try to uh, deal with the forge that might be exploding sometime soon. I believe that is the full recap.
Yeah, that's really yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also what was it? Who did that? Give me a second.
Fanula cut.
Fanula promised that they would take the goose to a safe and nice pond after everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. She spoke
Developer can
to
be
the goose who
holding that
seemed.
to you.
Provided I can find the goose.
There was also the fact that Fanula did also catch sight of something on Vulcan's body that made her
Oh, the back
start
tats.
questioning him. Yeah.
Oh, yep, I haven't forgotten.
Yes,
I have plans. I just haven't had a chance to deal with those plans yet.
there are back tattoos on Vulcan that he seems to be very shy about that only Fanula noticed.
Yes, shy. That's it.
Yeah, nobody else noticed because our other burb, Beltol, was busy with other things. Lordla was snoozing, and Susan was still obsessed about her big chest. And there we go. That is now officially the last use of that joke.
Okay. So, where you last were, you guys were heading towards the foundry. The buildings all around you are definitely still on fire. You can see like basically in places you can see like the fire licking between the two buildings, almost creating like an arch. The smoke's billowing up. But for the time being, it seems like the dwarven stronghold, the fresh air coming in is cycling fast enough that you're not going to have to deal with any smoke issues yet. You can hear the further give me a second.
You can keep going, Shannon. I just wanted to write it down on our little note card.
Yeah. The bonus is +1 ability. So the smoke is managing to clear out just fast enough. You can hear fighting closer. Sorry, you can hear fighting closer and closer the further you go through this town. You realize you're going through right now the main thoroughfare that would lead through what is normally this very busy dwarven town. I would like for you guys to
Is it still all burned down like the rest of the town so far?
this is actively burning. Like when I say like I said, there's fire licking up and basically creating arches. Like you are walking through what would normally be a forest fire looking type scenario. Like
Takes me back.
sparks are flying in places. Yeah.
So many memories. Both good and bad.
Okay. Give me a second. Where's? Damn it! I really hate how this is working right now. Okay, I have to. I'm just gonna do this. Whatever, this will work. If it doesn't work, this is fine. I don't care. Give me a. Everyone, give me a con saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Con saving throw. That is just your con mod plus a d20, correct?
Unless you have proficiency, in which case
Yeah.
it's con plus a con mod plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Not a great roll. Not a good roll at all.
Milk inhalation, go!
I'm guessing the effect of the
I'm
godly
really good at
statue
them anyway.
isn't
You
helping
shouldn't
that
have
much.
bragged. You shouldn't have bragged.
And I don't have an
Okay.
inspiration point.
So as you guys are wandering through that, both Susan and Voken are they are definitely clearly beaks are the solution. You're feeling the heat from this, and like you're getting sparks landing on you, and you're just having a not fun time of this. Clearly the people with feathers are just kind of ruffling their feathers and like brushing it off. Yeah, it was just a 10 to save that one.
Can Susan use her prestidigitation to put out flames near her, or is that not enough? Because it's strong enough to snuff out a campfire per description.
Yeah, no, this is not a campfire.
Yeah, so she can't
This
even
is a
snuff out
whole
like
ass
just.
building.
Yeah, so I'm not thinking about putting out the whole building, but can she partially snuff out flames that are like directly near her?
You guys aren't. So here's the thing. You're not so much near the flames. It's that the area is so engaged in being on fire that it's the actual heat.
It's the
bugging
heat and the
you.
dryness
The
and all
heat
the dust
and the
in the air.
dryness and the sparks flying around. Like you don't. How are you gonna know when something's gonna pop and send off a spray of sparks? That's the setting you're in right now.
Are we seriously having a beak versus snoot war in the chat?
It looks like it, yes.
How unbecoming of you.
What have we become?
Damn it.
Like Shinoda's silence. I could just see her just sighing and rolling her eyes at us right now. Oh, did I just earn a it's being written on the wall?
No.
I remember when you used to have to write things on your little whiteboard, and sometimes some sessions we made you run out of space.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
go to the game.
honestly, I mean, I do still have the "you can't stab fire" quote on it.
You see, folks, the reason for these recordings is so that Shinoda has evidence to show her therapist later.
That's fair.
This is gonna be the next 13 reasons why.
Oh, guess what we never rolled, Shinona?
What didn't you roll?
My staff recharges. Staff of Withering. I think
This is
it's
true.
I think you need to. I gain 1d3 per day. I can't roll a d3. Do we just roll a d4 and if it's a 4, just re-roll?
Roll a d6.
Oh, and then half it.
Yeah.
Okay. You and your better logic.
Sometimes I have it. So 2.
2 charges. Yeah. Okay, Pinky.
Okay. Give me just a second. I gotta actually, because I'm getting tagged and shit on other. Why are people talking to me now? The one time that I'm like actively GMing. I
That's
have people on Discord tagging me in things, and it's
How many of those tags are it you?
Hmm?
How many of the tags are it you?
None of them. None of them.
That's usually what happens for me when I'm in these games.
I joined a TikTok server from one of my favorite TikTok character cosplayers, and yeah, no, they're talking to me now, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I didn't expect anyone to actually pay any attention to me. Shit. Okay.
Oh wow,
Oh,
this really did get rewound. I've lost. I'm not even at my full HP anymore. 34. There we go.
So, real quick, so what happens to Voken and
okay, so give me a second. I was actually just working on doing that, and I just realized that I'd opened Discord and clicked on one of those things and wasn't where I needed to be to roll. Susan takes 1 damage, Voken takes 4.
That's fair. I did get a nat 1.
Why did Susan take less damage despite rolling a total lower?
Because I rolled your damage, because that
Oh.
was your failure.
Oh, that was the failure. You rolled damage separately. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that was whether or not you saved versus it.
plus I can rush roll to that one.
Yeah.
I was also double checking if my fire rune gave me any resistance to any flames or embers and whatnot, and nope.
So on top of Susan missing a chunk of her fur, the rest of her fur now looks completely frazzled.
Yep.
Voken just looks like he wants to again turn around and go back to the surface because fuck this.
Beltol is determined to push on. And
And
he probably will end up in the front if people lag behind.
Susan would grouse, but keep moving along. What is our marching order, anyways, at the moment, folks?
Voken's probably near the front because his trusty new hammer is leading his way.
yeah, every once in a while you're like, you hear it encouraging you to go faster.
Moving as fast as he fucking can.
Can you throw tokens on the board for what we do have, Shinona, just for minimal visualizations?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'm assuming you're meaning for like marching order shit like that.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna draw us a little box with as our point of reference here. Well, there you go.
Fine.
Google says a turtle does not have teeth. Instead, they have a mouth structure similar to a bird called a beak. It is strong and often sharp to help them tear foods to eat.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I thought we've already moved on from this.
Oh my god.
Hearing is
This
yes.
is reason number
Theory, yeah. All the unbeaked ones are not burnt and did
You're,
well.
you're,
So
you're in the unburned beak club.
Oh my god.
There we, oh, there we go, Thinky.
I've been working on it. I have to go and get them.
And Fanula is standing behind Rosh because she does not trust him.
Okay, in that case, where's our druid Mel? Are you taking
Right here.
middle or rear?
More your middle, I guess. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, so we got ourselves a thing to represent our marching order. Thinky. Just it gives people to at least have something to look at it. So, Vulcan and Beltol are leading the charge, following the talking mace, at least that Vulcan hears.
Oh, Shinona.
Yes.
I can't remember if I mentioned it or if you saw in my updated sheet that one of my runes, the stone rune that I have,
Yeah.
just passively gives me advantage on insight checks and 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's just a rune that's been inscribed onto, I believe I put it on my shield. Yeah. Because it
Yeah.
doesn't, yeah. All the fire rune does is give me proficiency bonus, doubling for using my smith's tools. At least that's a passive effect. Anyways. Just thought I'd mention that.
Okay. Okay. Brain. So yeah, you're heading towards that. The mace is definitely, urging you on. Every once in a while, you see what you think is shapes running along like side you, like down alleys and like other roads that are like adjacent to yours. Let's give me some perception checks.
Also, with that, Susan would have her staff of withering readied.
Yep.
Could be better, could be worse.
Nice. Well, Susan's fur is frazzled and she's little embered up, but she seems to be very aware of her surroundings at the moment.
Okay, everyone over a 15. You all absolutely see these shapes and you can see them running. Some are different sizes, some are big, you maybe even orc size. Others are much shorter, possibly dwarves.
So we got orcs and goblins or orcs and dwarves.
Susan, you with your role are able to distinguish which ones are which, and every once in a while, you make the realization that these aren't people that are just running and you can see them. These are occasionally people that are actively on fire and running in panic.
These are dwarves on fire, or
The short ones, because you rolled high enough. Yeah, you can you pick out one and you can see that his like beard is like licking on fire, like everything is just on fire, and they're running in absolute panic and terror.
well, seeing that, Susan would clearly stop and say to the group, folks, I see some of our dwarven friends are on fire at the moment, and gesture in their direction.
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
We should go help them.
Belto looks to the hammer, axe. I forget which one it was.
Mace.
In mace.
Mace.
In his hands. Wanting more of its opinion.
We have to help them.
I glance at my mace, hoping that it doesn't agree to help the distractions.
The mace at this point is horrifically silent.
Hello. I sort of, I'm just like
tap tap
in two
Shake
hands,
it.
like hello, knocking on it on the hammer of that mace, just like or the head of the mace. Hello, anyone in there?
Oh my god!
By the way, with an 18, is Belt able to distinguish out the orcs in the cloud?
You
If
can.
I can, I will be picking up rocks and hucking them as hard as I fucking can.
With the
Regardless
18,
if they're being on fire or not. I need to state it. He is fucking one these guys dead.
That's fair.
with the 18, you're not able to really catch them for more than a glance, just because they are running past. Like, they're not in the same roadway as you. They're a building over type thing, so you're only catching them in between buildings.
Alright.
If you throw it at the short ones.
No.
Did I say that out loud?
You did.
What's the range of precipitation? Only 10 feet. No, I can't just put them out. Susan seems to double glance at everybody, seeming quite keen on running over and helping put out some of the doors that she can see in between the buildings.
The mace is silent. I'm going to assume we carry on.
Belto copying some old man's voice, the lives of the many outweigh the few, and pushes on toward the flash forges. The forges.
Yeah.
The forges.
The forges.
Vocal
Susan
continued.
looks distressed, but basically makes fine and moves along, looking quite unhappy about the fact that she's seeing these dwarves like burning alive.
We both are cold.
Unfortunately, they have a point. The dragon will eat us all if we don't.
Vanilla grumbles.
As the DM scrambles, thinking, oh shit, I thought they were better than this.
Nope. I'm just writing the notes down of what you're saying because I need to know. Okay, so you guys continue to push forward.
See, Shinoda, if you said there was a goose amongst them, we would have stopped and ran.
The goose is on fire. No!
No, the whole party drops everything and run.
Fuck the actual humanoids. Save the goose.
It'll be fine in the fire. It has a beak.
It's in the Unburnt Bee Club. It'll be fine.
This is gonna become a thing now. We're just gonna find like all the ducks are perfectly fucking fine. No,
Why
it's
ducks don't repel water here. They repel fire. Oh my god.
Why do the ducks survive the fire? Because it's water off a duck's back.
The Unburned Beak Club.
And also, it's a goose. There's no texture for the geese.
The goose will kill you
I-
for calling it a duck.
I will be keeping a rock in hand though. If we see any orcs, I can easily huck it at.
Just throws it
Okay.
at a burning.
Any
I
any
won't skip
any
a beat
orcs?
walking. I will just yeet it at him. I don't even think I just need to roll.
If I am readying an action of Eldritch Blast, if Veltal attacks an orc, Susan is absolutely going to Eldritch Blast as well. If she can get
Okay.
a pot shot off, she's going for it. Eldritch Blast is 120 feet, so
Yeah.
and just add additional insult to injury. She's going to use her new invocation of what was it
Oh
called?
my god, are you trying to make popcorn?
That wasn't my
Yes.
intention, but I'm absolutely gonna try now.
Yes. She's going to combine agonizing blast and repelling blast together.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna just push the orcs into the fire.
I was gonna use it to
Uh,
lure the goose out, but now I'm gonna make popcorn and lure the goose out.
There is no goose right now. We're just joking, but there probably is one.
Burning.
Just in case, just in case.
Pop orcs. Extra crispy.
I can't. Oh.
Breathe. Breathe.
Oh, that's what's happening. I missed the text. She's making popcorn.
by the way, if we're really desperate to find the goose, I could cast locate animal effects.
We know where the goose is. It's back in town where it's not burning right
Oh
now.
my god.
I'm just saying. Moving
Are you
on.
just walking holding this pot out at like an arm's reach, just letting it go pop, 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 pop?
Voken is just continuing onwards, trying to tune out the idiocy of the people behind him.
I wish I had Mage Hand to help with the popcorn, but I don't anymore.
That's okay. Well, we'll make popcorn after the dragon's dealt with.
You act like we'll survive that encounter.
That's something to celebrate with if we do.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Crunch, crunch,
Oh, wait a
munch,
second.
munch.
I don't like gods. Damn it.
But no, in all reality, Fanula does put some corn-based stuff just for the goose because she did make a promise. Other than that, though, she will grumble about not being able to save the dwarves, but continue on to save more dwarves.
Yeah. So how's your oh my god, I can't.
We
Oh,
broke her.
Shadona,
Scale of one
I
to
got
ten,
something
I
even better.
On a scale of 1 to even, I can't.
Shadona, I got an even better one.
Oh no. What?
After the first encounter of an orc, Susan readies another spell for the next orc that she sees standing in fire and casts Spike Growth under it.
Okay.
The range is 150 feet.
Okay.
Spike Growth changes their terrain into rough terrain for 20 feet radius, and they take
Yep.
they take piercing damage when they try to walk through it.
And you say I'm cold.
Well, the orcs are hot, so it compensates.
You're fired.
It's a Katy Perry effect.
The best part is the orcs can't see it. They just realize suddenly it's hard to walk.
Put them out of their misery, jeez.
Oh, Susan's still pissed about Big Friend. She is
I'm
on a
not.
murderous rampage on every orc and goblin she can kill.
Voken's pleased that Big Friend is dead.
You better not mention that.
Just don't listen to him when he's sleeping. He has a tendency to talk in his sleep.
In any case, poor Shinoda's probably like, let's get the story going.
Just about to yeet my headset. Call the day. Yeah, we're done here. I'm dead already. So yeah, as you're going through, you can see that the road, like you're walking basically what looks like towards the just a wall of fire in front of you. You can see that whatever it is in front of you, it's one of these big wooden buildings that the dwarves have built in this area. And it's completely engulfed in fire. And as you're getting close, you can see that the road actually twists and turns just before it, and you can see that this building, as you're coming up to it, is clearly it looks like one of the you know, it looks like it should be a house of healing to you guys. Just completely engulfed.
Is it a church-like building or a like hospital-like building?
It's a mix between both. And so it's part temple, part hospital.
Vulcan
Got it.
spits.
Um,
Or at least he goes to spit at it.
yeah, I'm gonna make you roll for that. Do that will save for me.
That's what I was looking for. Let's see.
When Vulcan goes to walk up to spit in the first place, Susan will be definitely raising a brow, looking at the Dragonborn in confusion while he's walking up to the burning building.
Nope.
Yeah, so you go to spit and you're just like,
Yanked
damn
back.
it. Yeah, like you have to, like, when you go to spit, like the mace kind of like it's in your hand and you just kind of twitch and you realize, oh shit, it's gonna hit me in the head.
It's like, oh, that's gonna hurt. It puts flashes of images of it just smashing me in the face with my own fucking hand and shit. Just like, oh, I don't like that image. I'm gonna stop now.
Would the fire affect an unseen servant?
Unseen servants do have health, don't they? Like very
Yeah.
little
Give me
health.
a second. Believe so. I believe they're very low health.
Just like Mage Hand. I think Mage Hand has like 5 HP. Or was it even like 1 HP? I forget.
It doesn't say on my
Yeah.
sheet here.
I am looking. So a servant has 10 AC and 1 hit point. It cannot attack. If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends.
So it's the same as Mage Hand then, yeah. So anything can make it pop.
Oh, no, actually, if I mouse over it, I can't talk and mouse over it, but give me one sec.
While
So
you're doing
roughly,
that, oh, go ahead.
Mage Hand doesn't have any health, nor is it affected by things. So,
how,
I'll cast Mage Hand and I'll get it to get into the building and see if there's anything in there that we can use to that I don't know. I'll do something.
You can't see via Mage Hand, and it can't communicate.
yeah, you actively have to see what you're going for.
It's
Ah.
effectively telekinesis.
Darn. Never mind that. I do not summon my Owly Hand.
Unseen
could,
Servant is... Oh, sorry, go. Sorry, Mel.
I could, if we really need to go into set house, as long as if the house is small enough, I can use create water to make it rain and put out the fire.
Is there a path around this building?
I was going to try to find out if Mr. Mace wants us to even... Like, what is it,
Mr.
Morden?
Mace has been quiet.
If
This thing's been
Morden...
dead silent.
Yeah, if Morden wants us to even go in the building. Because we're supposed to be going towards the forge.
I look at the mace. I'm just like, any help? Can we go
Um,
around this? Or do you really need me to clean this shit up again?
At this point, this is just you realizing what this is in fire. There is a path around it.
Okay, thank God.
Like I said, the road turns,
Oh,
but
okay,
you realize what it is.
okay,
Well,
yeah, okay. Follow the road.
Susan scoffs and goes, "Well, at least we're not going in there.
Thank goodness for that.
I prefer not to go inside of the burning buildings."
Oh, that too.
I still have enough energy to put out these fires, though not too much.
That's okay.
I would save your magic there, Lord La. With this much fire, we're going to need every little bit you've got. Plus, I am not a fan of losing even more of my fur.
Okay, so as you round the corner, because I've got like a little map. You do see like ahead there's a big opening, like it's a square that the corner of the temple healing building would be sitting against. So there's an open area where it's a bit cooler because like the fire isn't as close on each side. As you step into the square, you can see there's a few dwarves huddled there. Um, some of them have weapons. Some of them are looking like you've just come in from the western side on this square. The dwarves that are huddled there are looking to the south. Some have some weapons, but for the most part, they're just like they turn and they look at you, seeing you guys come out of like the smoke and flames of the road, and like their eyes are just wide as they look at you.
I wave at them with the mace.
Yeah, Susan also kind of does the whole like grand gesture towards the mace, going hint hint, kind of at the dwarves.
We're here to help. If
How far?
Okay, so as you guys say you're here to help,
Susan basically does a Vanna White to the mace.
oh my god. As you do that, the mace is like, what the fuck?
Pause. Not a mute.
Just the mace is just looking like the old Swedish man with his hands up. I guess I'll die. What the fuck is this? And that sort of like Boken gets that sense like, what the hell is this?
Disrespect, that's what.
Does it flash more images of hitting me in the head?
No, it does not.
Yes.
It does flash one of you bonking Susan on the head gently, not like really hard, just like a little. It's not fun of you.
Boken goes to try and obey the image.
Susan steps away. It is your badge of office, you dingbat.
I gently bonk you on the head.
Susan does not look like she has a lick of trust and is like prepared to step away the moment he even reaches.
So, does he actually bonk her on the head? Because as soon as he goes to bonk her on the head, Fanula's going to have some issues.
Hey, the mace is the one that flashed the image, and it was an image that Boken agreed with.
No, like, are you going to bonk her on the head, or are we just joking about bonking on the head?
I'm being dead serious.
Okay,
So, yes.
roll for initiative, because I want to see who goes first.
Yep.
Okay.
I may as well be in this initiative order too. have 4 initiative? Just double check that real quick. I do have 4 initiative. So,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so Vulcan goes first. Vulcan, swing.
Okay.
Roll to attack.
I'm going to do it. I'm trying to do it gently because the mace told me to do it gently.
Oh, technically, as long as you attack, you're not. Yeah, just roll to attack. It's how much you hit.
Okay.
Just it's if you actually get to hit or not.
So the mace is still dormant.
Yeah, so he's
it's
doing effectively the old D&D rules of non-lethal combat.
Yeah.
okay, so I'm still doing the 8 attack bonus though.
Yep.
Because it's dormant.
Yep.
Does
God,
does 5th
don't.
edition even have non-lethal damage stats still?
You can do non-lethal still.
Yep.
$18.
I'm pretty sure that hits Susan.
An 18? Yeah, she only has 15 AC.
Okay, so you hit. As you do it, I'm gonna God
Yeah.
mode this one for don't
Yeah,
mind
that's
me. As you do this, the mace absolutely just goes and like you swing and like the mace just stops like right over her head and just like bunk.
Gently
So like
tap.
no damage, but just like very obviously it's like I could smite you for being a little shit to me type thing. And that's it. No damage at all. And then it's like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, Vulcan immediately lifts it up and then acts like nothing happened.
Susan looks very disturbed at him and goes, "You have a problem?"
Fanula, who's going next, casts Dissonant Whispers, not knowing how much bonking has occurred, and is going to make a very loud, angry owl screech. So, oh, have it written down over here.
And by loud, angry owl screech, just remember she is a tiny, tiny fucking owl. So that would be like,
Like somebody stepping on a loud squeak toy.
Oh, that's cute.
But much more piercing and like right in your fucking eardrum. So 3d6 plus 1d6 damage per spell level. I'm just doing it at, like, would she do it at a higher level? I'm just going to do it at first level. The
Great, we're burning spell slots
saves-
already.
Let me double check what the save is. Wisdom saving throw. I'm not sure what the DC is though.
I believe the DC is. Oh, where did I find that before? Because I have Dissonant Whispers and I used to know this off by heart, but apparently I don't anymore.
You want me to look it up real quick?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Real quick, does the mace's ability scores affect my own saves or no?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
You whisper a melody of choice, terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows away from you.
Okay, but what number do I have to beat?
Yeah, that's what we're. I know what
it's a
Dissonant
wisdom
Whispers
saving
does.
throw. I'm guessing it's against her spell DC, isn't it?
I'm trying to look it up right now.
Once we find it out, I'm going to write it down on my little cards there so you don't have to look for it again.
Yeah, I keep mine at the top of my spell sheet.
For those of us that are using the PDF file, it automatically calculates your spell DC at the bottom.
Why? Why doesn't this? Okay, I'm gonna look. one
My
other
spell
place.
save DC is 14, so there's that.
Just use that for the time
Yeah,
being.
let's just use that for now.
Save DCs are 8 plus your score plus your proficiency.
So yeah, wisdom plus whatever.
Good. So I got to beat a 14.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Nope. That's
So
9. That's
Okay.
9.
That's a 9.
So according to the rules, then you need to spend your turn running away as fast as you can, but you will not run into anything that's obviously dangerous.
Ooh, you got lucky.
Which means he's literally gonna run around in circles.
The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as fire or a pit, on a successful save, blah blah blah. So yes, he literally has to just run as fast as he
literally
can
running
away.
in circles.
Well, hold on. Does the mace let me run in circles?
Just
Or am
for
I just running in
for
place?
rule of cool of not running into fire, not running into unknown danger, but also still running away from her, we can just have him back away from me like 5 feet.
No, he's I think he's gonna run to like the far side of like the
Considering
square.
I was about to say, since
Yeah,
she's
okay.
in the back, we're guys basically making him run forward.
Yeah, basically, you're running in the direction of the foundry. So
Yeah, okay. Vulcan breaks out into a sprint.
Susan double takes between the Dragonborn and the Screeching Owl, going, "What the heck is going on?"
To be fair, I don't think anyone technically heard the screech except for
No one
Broken.
else hears except
So,
me.
Oh. So in that
other
case,
than
she
you
just
would
sees
have
the.
seen Fanula sort of like get all fluffed up and angry. So there's that.
Wait, did Vulcan run toward the forges or wait?
Toward
yeah,
the
he's
forge.
running towards them. Yep.
He's-
Basil's gonna try
Vulcan-
and keep up as much as like just staying outside. Just like he doesn't want to be left behind here for the action.
Vulcan,
Susan,
don't run ahead like that. It's reckless.
Susan's just double takes, trying to figure out what's going on. He bonks me on the
Then
head
she's going to
and
use
then
her movement.
runs.
Yeah, she's going to use her movement to come over here and just inspect her to see if she's okay and she still has, her skull not caved in.
Susan just simply looks confused and distraught, but not even her hair is messed up. Well,
Oh,
any
no,
more
we
than it was
shouldn't have
before.
waited so long to freaking tell you guys. I was waiting until we had a good choice to tell everybody, and we wouldn't have to worry about a dragon trying to kill everybody because he was useful, and I didn't want anybody to die. But he has a
Sorry, what was that? A death cult tattoo?
Yeah. Team Matt. Yeah.
he has a
Yeah.
team of tattoo on his back, and I figured maybe give him a chance. Maybe he's had a bad life, but he just tried to kill you.
I don't know what the heck he tried to do, but he just lightly bonked me on the head. What's this
What?
about a death cult?
Oh no.
Oh, maybe we ask him about it later.
Susan looks deeply confused. And she also briefly rubs her own head with a hand just to double check, but like there's no blood or anything. I can't figure out if that Dragonborn is acting weird on his own volition or because of the Moradin fellow. Either
By the
way,
character both.
either way, let's just keep a close eye on him and stay out of his arm's reach.
Agreed. Oh, I'm glad your skull didn't get caved in.
Susan pauses for a second, thinking that over, and she goes, "Yeah, me too."
Let's go find him before he gets burned to death.
I've never seen the Dragonborn run like that.
Me neither.
Look at his tail wag.
Meanwhile, Beltel in like what armor was it? Chainmail, just trying to keep up. Chunk.
Susan, being a tabaxi, has absolutely no problem keeping up, even though she stays a ways behind. Lord Love, what is your ground speed?
30.
Okay, at least you can keep up then.
Yes. Still, it's like, stop running. What the heck is going on?
Vulcan shouts out in Draconic to get this, for someone to get this screeching to stop.
I mean, it only would have lasted for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, 6 seconds. It only lasts one round, right?
Yeah.
The memories of the screech haunt him.
Some say he's still running to this day.
Okay. So as he's running, he is absolutely booking it. And
Yeah, I'll take the dash
pushes
action.
into he pushes into the last bit of road that is on the way to the foundry.
We just like blast past those dwarves.
Yeah, the dwarves are just looking at you in absolute confusion. Like they heard enough of what was being said that they're just, what?
You're here to help
now-
something about a death cult? What the shit?
Yeah, so yeah, they heard about the death cult thing, so that now they're not entirely not entirely sure if they should go the direction that you came from.
That's a fair, yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, as you're going through, you realize that you are you're seeing orcs starting to come towards you at this point on the road. You can see that they are on fire, like that something has that their plans for burning this down has not gone well for them. Let me tell you, their rolls were pretty pathetic.
Ready to action is still going. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna roll, but
so let's do your readied actions, guys.
Yep.
Do you actually want me to roll for the hit? I'm not even sure what
Yes.
throw is.
If a rock would be an improvised weapon in your throat, with a rock it'd be I know, like 15 feet throw.
And as for Susan, she would be Eldritch Blasting, so
My ready to action was putting corn in my pocket, so I'll just get my weapon out.
I didn't ready in action.
only a 9 to
I
hit.
think I have my proficiency onto it. Do you have dex to ranged attacks? Yes.
You can do
Okay.
strength attacks for if
For
you're a
Since we're treating it like a throwing weapon, it'd be strength.
No, but it misses.
Yeah, no. So you throw it and it's just short of them. Like it just completely misses. Like you just misjudged the distance.
My anger is unwavering, and I will kill them.
Yep, and Susan's Eldritch Blast just probably harmlessly hits like the ground somewhere.
warning shots, right?
Yeah.
No, not warning shots. It's get over here. We have harder things.
So
These
taunting
orcs are
shots.
on our way towards the foundry at least, right?
Yes, you are still on your way towards the foundry. That said, it is now
Initiative?
2:30.
Oh.
Now 2:30. We're gonna take a little 10-minute break because this is our halfway point. I need more water.
Same.
And probably aspirin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel the intense need to make myself some popcorn.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, so we'll take a 10-minute break. We will reconvene back, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you guys to the foundry itself, and that's where we're gonna stop today. So we're probably not gonna actually go for until 4.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
because I
yeah.
can build the foundry, like that was the next step, and it crashed during this part of it. So what we'll do is I'll build the foundry because that's where the next big encounters and stuff are going to be.
Fair enough. We can at least mess about, knock some orc heads around, and see what other nonsense we manage to come up with before we get there.
Anyway, so I am gonna wander away.
Okay,
Okay.
pausing video.
Okie dokie.
And we're back, folks.
Welcome back to the table that is trying to destroy my ribs and my abs and my will to live.
Same. What?
No, I love them. Blessedly, you guys missed the extra crunchy frickin' popcorn that Fanula eats.
Vanilla bread
But it's
popcorn.
okay. I have it written in my notes, so it will be forever remembered. God help the archaeologist that finds my house with all these D&D notes. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Popcorn
I'm
with
gonna add
birdseed
it
and
into the quotes from the game channel.
yeah,
Yes, please
popcorn with
do.
birdseed and mice bones.
Extra crunchy because of the mice bones. Um, the path you're on, there's orcs coming. They're really not paying attention to you because they are literally on fire.
Burning to death.
Yeah, they're already burning to death.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look up, you can see that as the path widens, you can actually see this wall in front of you. And at first you think it's like the smoke from At first you think it's the smoke from the fires, but you realize that the wall in front of you is actually a solid black wall of rock from the mountain. Like this is the edge of the cavern. You've made it across this chasm. Chasm, whatever. I'm gonna throw something at you. Don't argue with the DM. That's how you die violently.
I was correcting.
Both work. Um, and as you get closer, you can actually see that part of it has been carved back and away. And it's not that big of an opening, but for like dwarves, it's absolutely massive. Like you can tell that part of it is like still the stone from the mountain, and other parts you can see are like metal works that have been built together into arches and like heavy structural things that they're very beautiful and decorative, but they're also very, very functional. Like you can tell that this metalwork is holding up a good portion of weight of this mountain.
So if we were to knock him down, no, I'm kidding.
We'd have to all roll new characters for a brand new campaign.
That sounds like a plan. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, sort
The
of.
death glares.
Um,
I assume Vulcan stopped sprinting at this point. Or am I still sprinting?
It was
You would have
You are
only
not.
felt
6
compelled to
seconds.
sprint for 6 seconds.
I mean, hey, 6 seconds sometimes feels like an eternity, so...
That said, anyone who wants to may roll an insight.
Oh, sweet. I have a thing for that.
Yes, please. Let's see.
I have advantage on insight checks now.
Insight. Only +1 for me.
Only 11 here for insight, but
Let's see, my insight is
15.
So,
It almost landed on a 20 and then rolled over to the 4.
Yeah. Beltol cares little for it.
So 25.
Okay. So yeah, Voken, as you look up at this, you realize that this is the part of the foundry that the dragon wants to destroy. Like, if
Voken's
if
brain's
the
just
dragon actually manages to destroy this, the dragon gets out.
okay.
Can you describe to us again, like what we're looking at? Because you just said it was a carved wall with supports and such, but like I'm guessing the foundry basin and such is around us somewhere.
Okay, so you're still running down the road, but through like the smoke and the fire, you can see this wall coming up, and that's the cavern wall. And into it it's been carved. Part of it's held up by like giant stone pillars that are still part of the mountain, and then there's these big heavy metal works that go up and are supporting this face of the wall as well. And like you can tell that they're taking a lot of the mountain's weight. And beyond them you can see, like, because they're not solid, it's not like a solid wall, but there's like gaps in between them, and you can see heat. Even from where you are, you can see the heat shimmer coming out from this area.
Voken audibly gulps at what he's seeing and realizing.
Add a character temperature control spell would have been great.
I don't have such a spell.
I got knock. Probably wasn't a great idea.
No, it was.
So is the
Voken
dragon behind
relays.
the wall of the cavern? I'm still trying to understand the depiction of like where the dragon is. Obviously, the dragon wants the pillars to collapse
The
so that
dragon
it
is
pays in.
further in, probably.
The dragon is well past that wall.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, so
The
basically, if this falls, the wall crumbles along with the ceiling, and the dragon's free.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the leading edge. Like, that is the start of where the foundry is, Dav. So think of it as, like, right now you're in the residential area. That wall basically is the depiction of where the residential area turns into the industrial mining forging complex.
I think I follow. At the moment, I'm guessing we don't see any orcs or goblins trying to work away at the pillars that we can see so far.
No, at this point, they rolled really poorly on like not accidentally setting themselves on fire as well.
Yeah,
With the whole burning down the residential area. So at this point, the only orcs and goblins you're seeing are those that are literally burning to death because they have put too much pitch in their little bombs and their little like grenade things, and they've gotten like pitch on them themselves. So like when they catch on fire, they're going.
amateurs, all of them. Not that I have experience in this matter.
Is it even worthwhile us
I
taking
knew it
pot
was
shots
squints
at these
again.
burning orcs? Yes, let's not take pot shots at the boning orcs. They're kind of busy.
Moving on.
Okay, Voken just sort of relays, if no one else realizes with him, that of this of this wall and what it.
Fanula would kind of understand what it is with what she rolled. She probably doesn't know exactly what it means or like understanding the structure of it as well, but she would recognize it as that's the start of the foundry stuff as well.
Yes, Vulcan relays back to the party that if this wall falls, dragon goes free, everyone dies.
Beltol nods and starts marching toward it.
And we must make sure this wall doesn't fall.
Vulcan wants to stay put, but Mace is dragging him forwards.
Susan looks up and down at this thing. Well, what next? Moradin? She starts following along behind Vulcan, eyeing the pillars and also the burning orcs. She keeps lifting her staff, looking very tempted to Eldritch Blast them, but tries to keep up with the Dragonborn.
Vulcan just keeps eyeing his mace, just waiting for Moradin to speak up again.
Moradin is Moradin is like, right. Once we get to the foundry, there'll be more of my children there.
Other maces?
I know you couldn't hear that, but I face palmed.
An image of him bonking himself with the mace.
Yep, that's what I was like. You can just feel the disappointment oozing through your hand, like.
Vulcan wants to let go of the mace, but he can't. He doesn't like the feeling. Sorry, that sounded funnier in my head. I'm sorry.
Susan's looking back and forth, only hearing Vulcan's side of the conversation, and just
Vulcan's
raises
not
a brow
speaking
watching.
audibly.
Oh, he's talking mentally?
All you see him doing is staring intently at this thing.
Ah,
Out of character
okay.
for someone who didn't care for religion, you certainly seek answers from a god a lot.
He's only seeking answers from the mace. He doesn't. He's trying to think of it not as a god. But yeah, so
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just my brain is just getting derailed so often from the stupidity. I'm
no
sorry.
worries. No, I'm sorry.
No.
Yes.
I should have expected this. I created this.
I mean, yeah.
We're
I
like your
created
children.
this. I know.
You've been playing together for years. You had to expect all this.
I mean, yeah.
At least I used the self-restraint to stop myself from calling the mace Macy.
Macy McMace face.
Susan has, in character, called the mace Macy up until the point that she was told that it was the god Moradin, which then, at that case, then she started to have some self-restraint.
Okay. So yeah, you're pushing forward, you're getting closer and closer. As you finally break through the firewall that is like the residential section, you can see ahead of you there's like an opening that's at least like 50 to 60 feet wide that is just it doesn't have any buildings in it. It's open and flat, and like you can see that there's like stacks of like metal works that have come out of the foundry and into like the residential area. and beyond them, you can actually finally see, now that you're closer, you can actually see the base of these pillars. And at the base of each of them, you guys can see that there are like groups of orcs. Like not just one or two, like each base is easily like a good 20 feet across on each pillar.
There's
And
a
it's like
lot.
there's a lot. So like it's a 20-foot by 20-foot square for each pillar. And these orcs are working on them, and you can't tell what exactly they're doing, but they're not digging or picking at them. They seem to be looking and doing other things, like with fire and water is what you can see. You see them like holding like torches and like throwing water on these things.
Throwing water on the pillars.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to cool them?
Trying to shatter them at a character, but I think we need to roll to understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a roll.
Insight check?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, insight check, don't fail me twice.
I'm gonna use my insight inspiration.
Wow, my insight didn't fail me.
Well, that didn't help.
19, because it keeps either adding a 4 or not adding the 4.
That is a unnatural 20.
Yeah. Okay, so Vulcan and Susan
And
both
Rav's character, Belton.
and yeah, Beltel. Yep. You guys realize right away that they are trying to cool the metal enough so that it will be more prone to breaking and fracturing when or if they actually manage to set off the explosion in the foundry.
Mm.
Great.
So we have to decide if we're going to deal with those guys with the pillars, or if we're going to just dive deep into the forge.
I glance at the maze like, I'm going to assume you want us to deal with these orcs.
The mace, you can literally just feel it vibrating and like it's like I want to kill them.
Yeah, there it is. That part Voken kind of muttered to himself out loud. He's just like, oh yeah, okay, now I'm feeling it. Oh yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Yep.
Just,
Oh, I almost had 20. Beltol 9. My eagerness does not lead to early lead.
right. My initiative. Sorry. I said roll.
Do you want to throw orcs onto the
I
table
rolled
there?
twice for fun. Both times it's the same thing.
Sorry. Give me a moment. I'm working on the initiative tracking right now.
Okay.
But we will then throw 21,
Was
13. There we go. That's our that. Now let's see if I can actually find a bloody orc on here. That is not an orc. Here's an orc.
Would I be able to trouble you to also, when you get a chance, just use the pencil tool to draw the pillars?
Yeah, just please give me a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, because you failed Vicious Mockery, you also have a disadvantage on your next attack roll, Vulcan.
Vicious mockery.
That
Yeah.
might
Sorry,
have
nope,
expired.
it
It's been
wasn't
a little
Vicious
bit of
Mockery.
time.
It was Dissonant Whispers. My bad.
Do I still have negative stuff going on from that,
Nope.
or no?
No,
Nope.
Dissonant Whispers just makes you run away.
Good, because
It's just a block of text, and they just sort of merge together.
no, that's fair. No worries.
Okay,
I'm
so
still
there's actually like a bunch of them. So, what the hell was that? I don't know what it's trying to do.
It's
There you go.
hitting the dice tower. Just change your angle of view.
Yeah. There you go. Good enough. So there's the pillars that you can see immediately. Where's my rolls? There we go.
Also, is there any cover, or is this just a wide open area?
It is a wide open area for the most part. Like you can see, like there's a few little things that you might be able to hide behind, but for the most part, not a lot of cover.
Okay, thank you. So first up on initiative?
First up for initiative is Mel.
Yeah, just making sure everything was set first before I did anything.
I wasn't trying to ping there, just trying to measure. Okay, so 1 unit is 5 feet.
That is a good number of works.
Yeah.
Power of the earth, grant my friend the strength of a giant, and she's gonna enlarge Vulcan.
Oh no.
Big Durg.
It's casting enlarge on Vulcan. You are now large.
Lord Durg.
Ray, I don't have to waste my own bonus action to do it.
And that is my turn.
There you go. Large Vulcan is large.
Jesus.
And Mace is large with them.
You add 1d4 to your damage.
Oh. Oh. I'm gonna use a bonus action to speak the command word of the mace.
Okay.
As my social anxiety flares up. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try doing a Scottish accent. Fuck you. Vulcan just says the word bangers. Because you said that was the command word, right?
Yeah.
Bangers and mash.
Vulcan gives a very pitiful Scottish attempt. Or, sorry, dwarvish attempt.
The mace.
say
You
bangas.
feel the mace just kind of fine. And it does it. But you'd be like, fine.
Oi, say bangas.
The mace is not dormant, or it is dormant still.
No, it's okay.
So
Give me
now
a
it's
second.
awakened.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Where did I send all that shit to you?
Private Rush.
Yeah. So it is not considered awakened at this point.
Okay.
It's burst into flames.
Oh, okay, sweet.
That's
So-
the flames are. It's a light.
Okay, so it's on. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so probably need to bash in some orcs with it first, probably. Yeah, that sounds right.
Requires
Makes
orc
sense.
smashing is fuel.
So everyone, I guess, just sees the mace just burst into flames.
Yep.
Maisie has upgraded to flamey.
Okay, so and that was my bonus action, so those orcs are probably still kind of far away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see how far I can get to them. Like how far away are they from us?
You can measure
Oh,
using the
what
measure
You can
tool.
measure.
5, 10,
Alright.
15, 20,
F4,
25.
and then you're multiplying
They're
by 5.
20 squares away, so quite the distance.
So 100 feet away.
Oh, okay, jeez. And each square is 5 feet. you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd have to double move action to start getting close to them.
I can get to about here. Unless my mental math sucks.
You're about here, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 20, that's 25 feet.
Okay, so there.
If you can use your whole turn to dash.
I wasn't dashing. I was.
I'm saying you can use your whole turn to dash
Oh,
if
you
you'd like.
can't. Sorry.
If you can't do
And
anything else with your standard action, you may as well.
Yeah. So
Just double it.
okay. So
Now, if you get closer, start rushing in.
That's 50 feet. You can get up to
2 more squares.
12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there. Okay. That's I guess my turn.
Why is okay? Give me a second. We're just gonna do that because I have this on turns, but it's not. There we go.
Uh,
I don't know what that
That-
was.
that explains things.
Oh yeah, I was at the top at the beginning, so it was started on me. So I pass it on to Rav.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's Dav's turn now.
Okay. And my spell range is 24 grids. So oh yeah, easily. I can hit them from pretty much anywhere I want back here. So I can run up to 6 units and still attack, right? Because that's 30 feet.
Yes.
Okay. So Susan moves 30 feet that away. Hex, how far can you reach? 90. 1 sec. 90. I cannot mental math today. So 90 feet is 18 units.
Yes.
Unclear. Depending on where I put this on my character token, it is either just over or just at 18.
We'll count it at 18.
Okay. Susan burns one of her spell slots. Actually, let me just make sure this is not a concentration spell. It is a concentration spell. Huh. 1 second.
Yep.
I don't really see me being able to use spike growth very effectively here because the orcs would just run through it at us and then ignore it. At higher levels, when you cast this using spell slot 3rd or higher, so 2nd spell slot won't do squat. I hate burning a slot like that, but alright. Susan will cast Hex on this orc, which is a bonus action, and then Eldritch Blast on her action.
Yep.
So that's my first slot burned. Hex, if I recall right, is an automatic hit. I'm just double checking. Yeah, this is an automatic hit, so I just have to roll my Eldritch Blast. Does a 13 hit him?
No.
Okay, in that case, that's my turn. Is there any doodads we can... Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to tint him purple.
Oh, I have him so that he's marked. If you click on him, his description says Hex.
Oh, okay, it only does it while I'm clicking?
You have to right-click on him. And at the
Ah,
bottom it says Hexed.
okay. But okay, that's my turn. He is hexed. He probably doesn't know. I don't know how hexes work for awareness, but whenever I specifically attack him, I deal an extra 1d6 necromantic damage.
Yeah, he's not aware. He felt something tingly happen. Ooh, what was that?
Okay, I passed the turn.
Okay. Before Fanula goes, it is now the orc's turn. He feels something. Ooh, what was that? And he turns and he looks and he sees Vulcan, and he sets up a shout. He's like, "Oi! The cowards are coming running for us!" And the orcs, for their part, turn around. They stop what they're doing,
Good.
and they turn and they get ready to fight you guys. They are holding their action for when you get closer. And that is their turn. Now it's Fanula.
I miss Big Friend.
Me too.
Voken is new big friend.
Okay, and
Vulcan is
Fanilla's
new
going
big
to
friend.
cast Bardic Inspiration on Boken. If you want to know what it does, I have excuse me, a thingy over on my dice tower.
Vulcan is new big friend. He's even swinging a big club, aka mace.
Okay, so for 10 minutes, I get a 1d6.
Gives you an extra 1 to 6 points to any d20 roll. But you have to call it before you
Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Thanks.
It's me.
Alright, double move action forward. I think it's about. So it's 30 and 30, so I think that's 12 blocks.
Yeah.
12 grid.
Shoot. And, yeah. Passing.
Okay.
Just lots of running.
All right. Warlord gets down at all fours and starts growing thick, bristly black hairs as she turns into a black bear.
Oh boy.
Bar.
Yes,
Brr.
and then
Brr.
she, brr. And then she's going to start bounding forward.
Susan would double take over her shoulder as this giant black bear just brushes by her.
And that's my turn because that's both action and move.
Boy.
Yep.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, Vulcan gets to play Wacko Orc.
Yeah.
I'm sure his mace is absolutely thrilled.
Actually. Uh, hold on. Ah, damn, it's a line. Never mind. I was gonna say if this was a cone, then I would do it, but no, it's a line. Maybe I won't, because I keep accidentally wasting my breath weapon. But they're just so perfectly grouped up.
Yeah. If you were standing like right here, you'd be a kid in a candy
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, damn it.
Plus, imagine the intimidation factor.
Big boy Dragonborn just kneels down a bit and breathes acid everywhere. I mean, technically, it's 5 by 30 line.
Just also don't hit the pillars with your.
Oh, it's probably gonna hit the pillars.
So don't do it.
Do it? Okay. No. Yeah, that's the other dilemma, is that the pillars are there, and that's what we're kind of trying to protect. So I'm also
Yeah, we can
worried on
lose a
on the
pillar.
effect. I'm also worried on the effect my acid breath will have on the pillars.
Not good.
Yeah.
Considering it's acidy and cold.
Yeah. Okay, so I will continue, I guess, moving forwards towards my new size and stuff doesn't add reach or anything to me, does it? No.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
A
How far
large
can
creature has an extra 5 foot. Basically, gives you the
Oh,
second you're
sweet.
large, you get that 5 foot
I
reach.
can stay just outside of their range. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And the even better part is that means your threat area is bigger too, which means if any of them move away from you, you get your attack of opportunity.
So can I? Sorry, I'm trying to count here. Can I actually move within attack distance of them?
Your maximum move is 12. If you move 6, yeah, he's in threat, isn't he? Because 6 and then 2 units.
Yeah,
Yep.
at that point, yep.
So I can move.
So right dar.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
So you are threatening that dude and that dude. I think. Yeah. If I put on the center of your token, yeah.
Of course, they get their. Oh, actually, no, wait. They're just out of reach for theirs.
Yeah. So, okay. Time for
Yeah, they're in
Time
Vulcan's threat, but Vulcan's not in their threat.
for the big old smashy smash
Hammer time.
on the dude on the immediate front of me. Let's just go down in a line. So
Vulcan and I treating this like a DMV. Orcs just standing in line, smack, smack, smack.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, no, I'll do that later. I just remembered something about one of my runes, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna save that for a special moment.
DMV, Death Blow by Moradin and Vulcan. DMV.
Okay.
I like it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. So it's still dormant, so I can. So it's resistant. Let's see. Hold on, wait. Okay, so it. Okay, I don't have to worry about that yet until I know if it hits or not. Okay. That. Ah. Grr. I'll assume that 12 is a miss.
Miss.
Yeah. Morden's just mad at me, I bet. It's like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you? He was right there. I'm sorry. He's just so small.
You could have hit 2 of them.
Give me just a second, guys.
Good.
I now can't shake the image of all these orcs standing in like a little roped line. Vulcan at the end, smack, smack, smack.
Okay. Sorry.
Here's-
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was a miss.
That was a
So
miss.
That's my turn, I guess. Unless the mace wants to do something special for me, but
No.
it's just mad at me.
No. Mace is like, what the hell, man?
Right there. I'm sorry. He's just so small now.
Ricky. So Susan will spend her turn trying to get closer over here. And she Eldritch Blasts, of course, the hexed one.
Yep.
And she misses again. Good God. Level
times.
checking bonus actions, I'm pretty sure none. Sure. She uses her bonus action to cast Shillelagh on her staff just in case she needs it. That's her turn.
Move over here and going to shoot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's
Oh,
Orc's
yeah, it's
turn.
Orc's turn.
Right.
Orc's turn. Well, he's close enough. They just have to step in.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there we
shit.
go. Okay, just understand that they're all crawling. Yeah, they're surrounding you basically.
That's fair.
You know,
As they do.
as they do, as orcs are wont to do.
Mm-hmm. Did not think this through properly.
Okay, so we have an 18, a 21, a 20, and a 21.
Okay,
Actually, sorry, I lied. 18.
Okay, that's a miss.
That guy misses. That guy gets a 21. So a 21 and a 20.
Okay, yeah, those two hit.
Okay.
When he gets enlarged, does Vulcan get more hit points as well, or anything else? I forget what all
No.
the effects are.
No more hit points. I don't believe.
No.
So it's just reach and strength.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my strength goes up too.
I believe so, yeah.
More smashy smashy.
I believe it gives you a temporary boost to your strength.
Oh, well, it gives me, at least if I were to do it myself, because I have giant might, if I used a bonus action to become large, I just get advantage on strength checks and saves.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so you are taking 15 total damage.
Okay.
And that is the end of the orc's turn.
Shit.
Yeah, so you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. So that's what it is. And Macy does more damage by 1d4, which was already mentioned.
Yeah. So, sorry, you said that was 15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Two. Shit. Well, this is awkward. So now it's Fanula's turn.
Yes. For some reason, it's on.
It's on Rev because somebody accidentally advanced it.
Yeah, it's
Fixed.
Bio's turn. Fanula's.
Fanula!
Alrighty, and now she's going to shoot that guy in the face. Or she's going to shoot him in the back of the knee, specifically.
How are you getting to the back of his knee?
He looks like he's facing sort of away from her right now, so that's what I'm going off of.
Oh, okay. I mean, technically, they're all facing Vulcan.
Okay, the side of his knee.
Okay.
Better.
Goddamn, getting that spot tattooed is painful, so.
There's an
I can
adventurer
only
like
imagine what
you
an arrow would
until
do. Exactly.
Jesus.
he definitely took an arrow to the knee.
Do I do
Yep.
anything special for that crit?
Ooh. That.
I've never actually critted something before during combat.
Give me a second. I've got to go look at your fucking weapons.
Oh, I just have a basic short bow.
Crits.
Yeah.
Crits
Uh,
are you roll your damage twice in
Yeah.
in 5e.
Or
Yeah.
you just draw a card.
Yeah, or you can draw a card. We have the
Let's draw
card.
a card.
We're gonna draw a card, okay?
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
Okay, Watuki, roll me in Discord. You're gonna need to do this. A 52. D52.
How do I do that?
Okay, so you go into any one of our channels where we're playing. So you can even do it in your private, or you can do it in group RP, and exclamation point roll space 1D52.
Sorry, exclamation point roll what again?
Space 1D52.
It's gonna roll a fake days. It's
Oh.
just gonna generate the number between 1 and 52.
You missed what?
Not
Space.
A's. Hit the space key.
Space. Space.
Oh,
It's
Roll
space
ace 1d
cross.
2052.
card. I figured the ace made sense.
Fuck.
Uh,
I love you.
She's an ace roller.
32. See if this makes sense. So this is considered piercing. Critical damage. Takes 1 bludgeoning damage per your character level or challenge rating. So what the fuck? That one's bullshit. Okay, you know what? Roll me your standard roll me 1 damage.
Regular damage or crit damage?
Roll me crit.
honestly, I don't know why we use the cards. They were meant for 3.5.
Because some of them are fun. And they do cool things. So there. So yeah, so you're going to do so you're doing 16 damage and you are 3 levels, so you are doing 19 total damage to that orc.
Nice. All right, that's me.
Spicy.
Alright, so I still have to get near them whatsoever, so. Ruler. It's saying 10.2, so that's gonna be 1 move action then?
Just ignore the point.
Yeah.
That's 50 feet.
Well, it's regardless to get anywhere near anything going on.
Yeah.
So it's still double move action.
Yeah. So, dude, I need to take 1 step over here because I'm not quite sure how big his box supposed to be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and passing the turn.
Okay, so because we are also having to finish at 4, this is going to take way fucking longer to do this fight than 4, so we're going to cut it off here.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Because I should be able to also, at this point, build the entrance to the foundry and like a good part of the foundry in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Did you want to take a screenshot for reference, or I guess you'll have the table anyway?
Yeah, I have the table.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
So.
Well, good game, and we got
Thank
lots
you.
of orcs to pummel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless I
And
get
hopefully
pummeled
Susan
from
will
the
hit somebody next game instead of just constantly shooting her Eldritch Blast into the air. One quick question just for thought later. Where is the water source that they were using to put all the fire, or to throw at the pillars? Like they were just
Um,
carrying buckets of water from somewhere?
Yeah. Okay, anyways, I've got to close that down, and there we go.
I'll end the recording here. Take care, everybody.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.